All right, I think I may have a word here, folks. The best post in the West Coast is pure cocoa powder with water. Let me explain. Okay, God speaks your language after you have a workout or do any exercise, just like a pleasurable walk slash jog that I did this morning with stretching in the park and increasing your flexibility. You have what is called a post. Okay, that is to say a post-workout drink or snack or meal or something. Okay, to put into your body. Well, I believe with all my heart that the best post is pure, natural God food with water. That is to say, your pure, natural cocoa powder with water. Now, I believe with all my heart that I have heard the Lord's voice on this multiple times now, and I've done it multiple times now, and it is paradise. I kid you not, it is paradise. And this applies to people of all ages, okay, whether you're just taking a walk and that's your exercise, whether you're coming home from work, okay, and you've had a long day and you've dealt with various stresses and you just want to relax and feel good and get ready for, love time with your kids and family. Drink. I just had 2 glasses, okay, of pure cocoa powder with water, okay. I had left them chilled in the fridge. You can have it hot or cold, doesn't matter. But have 1 or 2 glasses of this stuff when you come home from work. You will feel like paradise. You will have all the feel goodness and blessing inside of you to love your wife like crazy, love your husband like crazy if you're a woman, love your kids like crazy, on and on. And most of all, you will feel like paradise on the inside, okay? It gives you the life-giving blood flow that your oxygen-hungry cells crave, and we could go on and on, okay? But I want to get to the Gematria on this word that I strongly believe is from the Lord. Best post equals Father, Father, perfectly. It is so smoking hot. Best, both words go to Father, okay? Best equals Father minus 12. Post equals Father plus 12. So when God says to me, this is the best, and I believe this, okay, but, okay, that's it for me, okay? That's what I'm currently using, that I enjoy the most. Obviously, of course, for anyone out there that's doing different kinds of, you might, obviously, you seek, you'll have different demands for your body and all that, but let's just glorify God for the math on this, okay? Best post, okay? So best is Father minus 12, post is Father plus 12. So best post equals Father, Father, perfectly, okay? So a best post-workout consumable that you can have after you've gone for a jog, after you've taken a walk, after you've come home from work, after you've done some schoolwork, whatever you want to call it. Drink your cocoa powder, okay, as your first item of consumption, okay. God might lead you to follow it up with whatever he leads you to do it, but I believe with all my heart, okay, God first, God food first. I believe with all my heart that the best post that a human being can consume after they've done exercise, labor, you name it, is pure natural cocoa powder, your pure God food. And trust me, once you actually try this, and you do this multiple times, you will feel like paradise. You will feel way better than when you tried something else, okay? We know, okay, I need to set the record straight. We know that the reason whey, okay, as an example, is so marketed to people in North America and given so much attention, so much shelf space, okay, drink your whey powder, like whey, is because that is funded by the dairy farmers of North America. And there is much profit in it. It's that simple, okay? The reason you don't see any marketing for pure cocoa in North America is because no one here can grow it. Period. It's that simple, folks. Money, money, money drives so many of the current businesses and retail outlets. Money pays for the shelf space. The people agree together. Yeah, I'll put your product on the shelf. I'll take some of the cash. You get some of the cash, and we'll celebrate our money together, even though it might not be the very best thing for human beings to consume. Okay? True story. Okay? But I just want to make this video in the name of science, okay, and throw this out there on record for other people to try and see for themselves if they agree that the best post-workout item that you can consume after you've done any exercise, your job. I have another great word from the Lord. The word break equals cocoa. So when you're at the job, cocoa break equals cocoa equals up equals 37 equals Jesus. Okay? So when someone says, oh, break time, you should have a cocoa. Have a glass of cocoa for your break, not coffee. Coffee is not healthy for you, and I've walked through the science on that, okay? It's not a coffee break, it's a cocoa break. Cocoa equals break, equals 37, 2 37s equals Jesus equals Gematria, okay? So I'm here, okay, to offer a better alternative to anyone who listens and wants to glorify God by consuming God food. Okay, so I just encourage you to try this for yourself, okay? After your next, job or labor task or anything physical that you do, okay? When you come home from work, okay, don't grab a beer, don't grab a glass of wine, don't even grab one of your crazy protein shakes. Try drinking a pure glass of natural cocoa powder, God food first, okay? And then whatever you feel your body craving for after that, listen to your body. I believe in listening to your body, okay? Once you confess that Jesus Christ is God, He lives inside of you, okay? And it's your sacred joy, sacred equals joy, by the way, to listen to your body, okay? Because He's inside of you. He also created the body, and it's right, okay, for you to listen to your body. But I believe, in my personal case, and based on what I believe I have heard from the Lord, that the best post that you can consume after a workout is pure cocoa powder with water. Period. I'm putting it out there on record as my personal belief at this time, okay? And I want to glorify God for the math on this. Best post equals Father, and then as a fun gem, I wanted to make the fun statement, the best post in the West Coast is pure cocoa powder with water, and West and Coast, both parallel Father. Coast equals Father, West equals water is Father plus 9, okay? So best, post, West, Coast, all of those words parallel Father, and then Coast equals Father at the very end, okay? But I firmly believe at this point, with all of my heart, and folks, I have been an athlete for my entire life. I have lived in gyms for so many hours like you wouldn't believe. I have tried many different things to consume first, okay? After I've done an exercise/training session, I have been in this world for years, okay? And I honestly say with all my heart, I believe at this point, okay, that literally the very best post that you can consume after exercise or work is a pure glass of cocoa powder. And I just had 2 of them, okay? How much is that? Well, you discover very quickly how much dissolves in a single drinking glass. It's a good 2 heaping teaspoons, approximately. Maybe a twitch more. It depends obviously on the size of your glass. It dissolves easier in hot water, okay? So we have a hot water heater at the house, which is the fastest way to get hot water. They're very cheap. You can get one at Walmart for $10 to $15. You just flip the switch. It shuts off automatically once you have boiling water. I fill the glass half full with that boiling water, scoop in 2 plastic spoon heaping teaspoons of cocoa powder, Hershey's Natural, have the little wooden stir rod. It dissolves very easily in hot water, so you stir it, it dissolves, and then I fill up the rest of the glass with just cold tap water so that it's now drinking temperature. And literally, it's that fast, it's that efficient. Again, this stuff glorifies God because the scientific name of it is God food. And I drank 2 glasses of it very easily, very pleasurably. After I came back from a morning exercise routine, I did it all outdoors, okay, in parks that are just right out the door from this house, okay. A little walking, jogging, and then flexibility stretching, okay. And I also noticed that this stuff increases your flexibility over time, okay, because it relaxes your entire blood vessel network and all these other things. But I believe, okay, that I have heard the word of the Lord for myself personally. Best post, okay? And everyone who does workouts know what the word post means. It's your post-workout meal or your post-workout drink, okay? And so best post equals Father, gorgeous gems. And I just wanted to follow off with a fun, prophetic statement that's mathematically perfect because I live in the West. And by the way, the two top producing cocoa countries in the world are West Coast nations in Africa. Okay, you can find that data for yourself on Wikipedia. So, the best post in the West Coast, I believe with all my heart that it is pure natural cocoa powder, your pure natural God food. And if you try this for yourself, and for men and for women, particularly I think for women, okay, who love to do typically cardio and lighter exercise and don't like to push as many heavy weights, okay, and go through all that heavy straining as much, I believe with all my heart that you will love pure natural cocoa powder as your best post-workout drink. Period. I just exhort you to try this several times for yourself and experience the difference that you feel in doing so compared to all the other things that you have shoved in your mouth first after you've done a workout, your job, or exercise of any sort, okay? And naturally, your body wants to reward itself, and it wants to, feed itself something that, yada, 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 okay? I'm just saying I believe with all my heart that it is the best post. There is, okay? Pure cocoa powder with water after exercise. Drink that first. I remember God always comes first. Like God is so passionate about being first in our lives. And there is one food in this world that has his name scientifically first. Theobroma cacao is not translated food of the gods. No, it's accurately translated God food. The name Theo is God, Theos, and then Broma is food. That puts God first on the name of this stuff. Once you know that God loves to come first, it makes you think in your mind, what if I should actually consume this stuff first, pure and natural, right after I finish exercise, work, a workout at the gym, something where I'm taking, and I believe it, okay? Because I've tried all sorts of things as a fitness enthusiast my whole life, and nothing compares to this. Nothing makes you feel as good, nothing is as enjoyable, and you don't feel the slightest bit sluggish or tired. I could go on, but I just encourage you to try this for yourself, and I just wanted to share this word because I believe it is a word from the Lord. Certainly for me personally, I've heard the Lord say this to me multiple times after I've finished a workout, and he leads me to take my cocoa powder, pure and simple, straight up with water, and best post, that it's the best post you can consume first after your workout, period. Best post, God food. Why wouldn't it be? It has his name on it. Why wouldn't it be? Okay? So, but I just love how perfect that math is. Okay? Best equals father minus 12, and post equals father plus 12, and they share the ST, so the BE is 7, okay? And then the PO is obviously 24 points higher in post. It's amazing, okay? But I've said this before, okay? As God leads you, day or night, this Theobroma cacao is a blessing, okay, to your system. But man, it's awesome. Okay, so I just want to share that word with you. I love words from the Lord, and the best post in the West Coast is pure cocoa powder. That's what I'm saying.